Daylight. Mobbing on Earth, boy. Showtime. Hey.
D-Mark got that heat.
Curtain call, let the show begin. I know it's hurting y'all the way I'm going in. I need a murder dog cover for the times I was killing shit and y'all ain't know it then. Working hard, long hours in the trap, in my bag like some dope again. It's that blue magic, no Nicky Barnes cut. Niggas know who I'm doper than. Everybody, old nigga, new nigga, only see a challenge in a few niggas. A lot of y'all can wipe the smile off your face on the mob, it ain't none of you niggas. I just put the switch on the new blicker, rapid fire spitting, it's a boost nigga. 2 street for a lot of you niggas, hard knocks, life fighting 2 jigger. Back on my shit again, endurance, I tire him out like a Mitchell, and I'm about to put on that shit again. I was trying to be humble, but fuck it, I'm still a man. Don't rap like a kilogram. They finna spin us up top like a ceiling fan. I'm about to pop like a trigger man. From that hustling stock, so I'm more about my dividends. It's showtime, I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind, had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time, now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time, now they front row when it's showtime. Cheering for a nigga, pulling on the nigga. I should pull a Kevin, kick her in the titty. Nah, I'm being petty, baby, I'm just kidding. Going with your move, I ain't even tripping. I had groupie back when I was in the kitchen. Had 3 counted, catching what I'm pitching. Montana way, started with the dishes. Out of town played, not the pocket trip. Real G's round me, we don't do the fiction. Niggas rub me wrong, it gon' be some friction. It gon' be a spark, I'ma stand on business. Ain't no favorite I can stand them niggas, they gon' lay in dirt. Candlelight visuals, face on the shirt. Now you get the picture, Psalm 23. Now you get the scripture, homies ain't gon' fly. They done got religion. I be outside, functioning with killers. Police outside, hunting for the dealer. Bitches mouth wide, hungry for a nigga. I ain't even dropped no money on the tigger. True player, I be turned with the ism. Bad bitches know the vibe I be giving. Fuck the haters and the lies they been telling. They'll make the news at noon 10 and 11. Showtime, it's showtime. I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind, had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time, now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time, now they front row when it's showtime. Cheering for a nigga, showtime. I was trying to get rich in like no time. Underdog with a slow grind, had to run the shit up to a gold mine. Niggas hated like the whole time, now they kept the wave like a coastline. Yeah, these bitches fronted like the whole time, now they front row when it's showtime. Cheering for a nigga.
Yeah. Hey man, say man, this your boy DAA man, Daylight TV. Back at y'all with another MAFIA material Mobcast, episode number 74. 30 days, so you know we back to the trap. Hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. I ain't gonna hold y'all. First thing we gotta talk about is Geechi Gotti arrested. Yeah, on I-75 with 3,000 pills. Know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm sure got some footage, clip of the news and shit. I know I should have had it up. What happened to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready, Daylight?
Trap
Big stop and a getaway that didn't quite get away, and thousands of opioid pills recovered.
So 4 men from California are now charged here in Butler County. And tonight, newly released body camera video shows how quickly police caught up with them. Our WLWT News 5's Karen Johnson, live in Westchester with a story you'll see only here on WLWT. Hi, Karen.
Westchester,
Well,
Ohio.
good evening again, Cherie. Among those arrested and now charged with drug possession, a California-based rapper known as Geechi Gotti. His real name is Marcus Fanfroy, and police say he was driving down I-75 last week in Westchester when police made this stop. The initial traffic stop on I-75 in Westchester was short-lived. The suspects weren't getting far.
Oh, they hit
sticks. It did hit sticks.
One exit south near the streets of Westchester. 4 men bailed.
Get down on the ground right now! Get down on the ground!
But police caught up.
I will shoot you! Get your hands in there!
Westchester police arrested 4 men from California.
Why are you arresting me? Because your name's Anthony Ellison. You've been breaking into pharmacies all over the place.
And searched the rental car they were in.
We searched it thoroughly. There was a large amount of pharmaceuticals in the car that looked like they came.
So yeah, that's the little. I just wanted y'all to see the clip. Where they chased him and shit. Nigga tried to dip off on the boys. You know what I mean? Sheesh. Yeah, man. So let's talk about your boy Geechi Gotti in Ohio. Yeah, battle rap to hair bundle hustle versus the 3,000 pill reality, I guess you could say. Look, I love battle rap, man. I really do. I come from battle rap. You know what I'm saying? If you know, you know. And if you've been following the culture for the last 5 years, you know Geechi Gotti is one of the faces. 3-time champion of the year. The, EFB head honcho, the man who made every fucking bar a lifestyle. Yeah, definitely, you can say I'm a fan of the pen and his performance. I fuck with Geechi. But I'm currently looking at my screen in total confusion when I first seen this report. Because apparently, like we just saw, the face of battle rap just got his mugshot taken in Westchester, Ohio. Not Westchester, one word like New York, but West and Chester, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? It's a long way from home. Ohio, Geechi. You was a nutty block crip from the heart of Compton. That's about 2,000 miles. That's a 30-hour drive. What happened? Did the GPS glitch or some shit? Did you take a wrong turn at Albuquerque and just decided, yeah, Cincinnati seems like a great place to allegedly get into some pharmacy-related activities? Can't help but wonder. And it's crazy because I literally just finished watching a video a couple of days ago about how much battle rappers cap about their earnings. You know, the ones where they claim, they're getting $50K a battle, $100K a battle, living like they signed the TDE. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, these guys are definitely inflating the bag. But Geechi different. Geechi an actual businessman. I really sat here and told myself, Geechi is fine. He got the URL check. He got the Chrome 23 looks. He got the Riot Hub, you know, the podcast thing, I think it is. No studioing, you know what I mean? And most importantly, he sell hair bundles. I genuinely thought the man was the king of virgin Peruvian body wave. On top of being king of every fucking bar. Or every fucking bundle. I thought if the rap money got tight, he'd just drop a 3-for-1 special, you know, on the 22-inch closures and be back in the black. I thought the only trapping he was doing was trapping the moisture in a high quality lace front, man. But no, the news drops and it's not hair bundles. It's bundles of dope in the pill form. Like a lot of them, y'all heard. Reports saying 3,000 pills. And pharmacy theft charges. 3,000? Geechi, that ain't even a side hustle, my nigga. That's a scripted season of Breaking Bad, the Compton edition. How you go from, you know, luck telling you you're gonna get this work in a rap battle to you literally going to get the work, allegedly. In a Westchester pharmacy. The irony is darker than a 2 a.m. battle in a basement, nigga. We spend all this time debating if battle rappers are really like that in their rounds. And then Geechi goes to Ohio to provide the most unnecessary proof in the history of battle rap. Yeah, we ain't need this receipt, Geechi. We believed you. It's a dark day for the culture, man. Because if one of the top guys who is actually winning, actually had businesses, is out here allegedly risking a decade in an Ohio prison for a pharmacy run, then that battle rap money exposed video I watched, shit's more depressing than I thought. If the bundles aren't bundling and the bars aren't barring, you niggas might be in trouble. I'm a fan of the art. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it kind of makes it hard to see the cold crash out. Man, you like the face of the league, got it? We wanted you on the stage of Summer Madness. Not on a jail call with a 15-minute timer, nigga. But hey, maybe he's just staying true to his rounds, right? Allegedly. But this shit, even though it's battle rap, this shit would be like method acting going too fast or too far. Free Geechi. Will somebody please get this nigga a MapQuest printout and a better accountant once he get back on the streets, man? Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Is the battle rap economy that fucking cooked? Or did Geechi allegedly just take the street cred thing a little too literally? no studio. Let me know in the comments, man. We want to hear from you. That's what's going on with Geechi Gotti. Booked in Ohio, got caught on 75. Mafia Material Mobcast, episode 74. Back to the trap. Geechi definitely went back to the trap. But yeah, we're gonna take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back after this.
I'll show you how to pump that, soft, that hard, that Betty Wop, that dog, and that chronic, man. I'll show you how to pump them, perk them oxys, and bars and roxies, I'm grinding, man. I'll show you how to pump that, soft, that hard, that Betty Wop, that dog, and that chronic, man. I'll show you how to pump them, perk them oxys, and bars and roxies, I'm grinding, man. I'll show you how to pump like them Reebok sneakers in 89. Deal with them dime coppers who always coming with nine. Put that dog in the right bowl, keep the dope at a 9. Just follow these here instructions and you bound to shine. Now, when I was coming up, they tell you get a pack first. And niggas be moving jank, you gotta get a strap first. Once you up and on, get you a bundle of something, get your money on stack all winter, stuck through the summer. I don't really care if it's crack of the ice bowl. They both done had a fiend burn their lip with that pipe, yo. I'm mobbing on earth, banging MOE, nigga. Been to Tennessee and never seen them Tennessee, nigga. I'll show you how to pump that, soft, that hard, that Betty Wop, that dog, and that chronic, man. I'll show you how to pump them, perk them oxys, any bars and roxies, I'm grinding, man. I'll show you how to pump that, soft, that hard, that Betty Wop, that dog, and that chronic, man. I'll show you how to pump them, perk them oxys, any bars and roxies, I'm grinding, man. I'll show you how so good, you ain't got to like me. Nigga never like the product quite too strong, only half its price. People might have known me for dope dealing way back in the days. I was dropping independent while I'm still in the game. Now I'm trapped in the PM, pump for the ends. Count up in the AM, do that shit again. When I want to take a 2-on, then I need one of them. Boy, clean as a whistle with no fan. Saying I'm paid, man. Dirty money, I'm filthy. Cops want me jail, ops wanna kill me. I show you how to flip you a zone to a whole brick. I then pump it up like Joe Budden's only hit. You how to pump that, soft, that hard, that Betty Wop, that dog, and that chronic, man. I'll show you how to pump them, perk them oxys, any bars and roxies, I'm grinding, man. I'll show you how to pump that, soft, that hard, that Betty Wop, that dog, and that chronic, man. I'll show you how to pump them, perk them oxys, any bars and roxies, I'm grinding, man. I'll show you how to pump.
Yeah, we back. Mafia Material Mobcast, episode 74. It's your boy Daylight. Hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that notification bell if you're really mobbing with the content. Moving right along. Subject of the rap world in court. Cornelius Smith accept plea deal in the Young Dolph murder case. Y'all know we've been following this from the Hernandez Govan and all the, all the theatrics, all the drama, all the telling, So yeah. This was going on. We in Memphis with it. Cornelius Smith accept plea deal in Young Dolph murder case. All right. Now, phased the felonies, man. Phased and felonies. Money and all that shit. Yeah, man. The only channel that brings you the hottest true crime with a side of questionable life choices. And today, Oh boy, do we have a doozy. We're talking about the Young Dolph murder. A saga longer than my last relationship. My last relationship was a while ago, and that bitch was long. Actually, that motherfucker was almost 6 years. And finally, we got some movement. So remember Cornelius Smith? Yeah, the alleged trigger man. The dude who was supposedly a part of the dynamic duo that sent the homie Young Dolph to the great trap house in the sky. Well, this nigga Cornelius, bless his little cotton socks, had decided to sing like a motherfucking canary. Well, he been doing that, y'all already know. Who just mainlined the whole, bag of birdseed. He officially accepted a plea deal. Yeah, on February 12th, 2026. Mark your calendar. All you trap hip hop history buffs. Smith's lawyers confirmed he copped a plea. Now you know what that means, right? That means he's spilling the beans. We talking about murder here. And what beans they are. According to Cornelius, the orchestrator of this whole tragic symphony was none other than Anthony Big Jook Mims. Yeah, that's Yo Gotti's now deceased brother. And the price tag for Dolph's life? Cool 100 bands. Yeah, $100,000. That's like a down payment on a starter home, maybe. Or, half a college tuition or enough to buy a lot of whatever Cornelius was allegedly into. And drugs seemed like what he was into. But he didn't even get the whole 100K. The shit was all split and sectioned off. Now, here's where it gets even spicier. And a little bit sad, if we're kind of being honest. Cornelius, our fearless hitman, was promised 40 stacks for his troubles. Yeah, $40,000 of the 100K. Sounds like a decent payday for a job, right? Wrong. This man, this alleged professional, this architect of chaos, as some are trying to paint him, he only received $800. It's $800. $500 after the murder, and then immediately $300 later. I mean, come on, Big Jook. You promised the man a steak dinner and then gave him a half-eaten gas station hot dog, nigga? I mean, you dead now, so I mean, but that's just bad business. Even for a hit. Like, low-key, when you do shit like that, it's like no wonder that the niggas turned into a snitch. I wouldn't have did it, but just because I wouldn't do something doesn't mean that I don't emphasize on why a nigga did something. Like, if I did that to a nigga and he turned around and he told on me, I mean, I ain't gonna like it. I'm gonna still call them all kind of rats and all kind of shit. But like, my nigga, I kind of opened up the door. Like, I made the bad blood for that nigga to want to tap. Like, he ain't even got the money like to pay for a lawyer because I ain't paying right. So when you think about it, like, you know, I mean, Jook is dead, but if that shit fall on Gotti, it's like, man, your brother put you in a line of fire. That shit sloppy as hell. But then again, allegedly, he gave this shit to Hernandez Govan, although, you know, jury found him not guilty. But I'm just saying. So, yeah, like, shit. And like, low key, kind of like, Cornelius, you pussy, because the minute I would have did that and the nigga gave me $500, oh, I'd have shot his ass next. You'd have been the next man down for sure. Yeah, he probably needed the plea deal just to get a decent meal in prison. And let's be real, he probably blew that $800 on some essentials. Pill popping animal. Yeah, probably that shit was probably gone within the first hour. So this nigga Cornelius is a self-proclaimed mercenary who didn't even know Dolph, apparently. He did this purely for the money and then got completely played. It's like a Shakespearean tragedy. But instead of kings, we have alleged junkies, crash outs, and a serious lack of follow through on payment plans. The court appearance for this plea deal was reset to March 30th, 2026, probably because they're still trying to figure out how to safely house a nigga who just snitched on Yo Gotti dead brother. I'm just saying. And what about the rest of the crew? Justin Johnson, aka Straight Drop. You know, he got life plus 50 years. Dude basically living out a long form podcast in prison. Hernandez Govan, the alleged mastermind, acquitted. Yeah, y'all remember we covered this story. He walked. Jamarcus Johnson, Justin's half brother, pleaded guilty to being an accessory after the fact. And Big Jook, well, he was tragically shot and killed outside of a Memphis restaurant in January of 2024 at Eric Boban's funeral, notorious Memphis kingpin. You know, now is that some poetic justice or just, you know, being in the game? So what have we learned today? One, never trust a hitman who only gets paid $800 out of $40,000. Two, if you're gonna put a hit on someone, maybe don't use your brother, especially if he's as bad as accounting Big Jook allegedly was. And three, if you're a crash out junkie, you might just end up being a snitch in this circle of life. Street edition. What do you guys think, man? Is Cornelius Smith? I don't know, like, he damn sure ain't no fucking hero. Like, you was a rat ass nigga. Like, I fuck with dog. I mean, I was a fan of Gotti too. Like, you know, I ain't had no dog in that fight. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know if this nigga thought he was gonna be a hero or some shit like that by finally bringing some truth to light, or just another desperate ass nigga who got caught up and fumbled the bag. Well, shit, he didn't even get the bag to fumble it. He fumbled life. But let us know what y'all think in the comments below, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't forget to like and subscribe and smash that notification bell so that you don't miss, you know, the next episode or the next spill we do. And as always, man, stay dangerous so you can be safe. Especially if your ass is out here only getting paid $800 out of $40,000 for taking the life of a famous rapper. Because if you don't, your ass might end up in jail until
Motherfuckers is dead, nigga.
I ain't lying. But yeah, like, that's some whole crash out shit, man. But that's what's going on, man. Cornelius Smith accept plea deal in Young Dolph murder case. The Mafia Material Mobcast, episode 74. Yeah, we back to the trap. We got to go a little back in time for some of these stories. We're going to take another commercial break, and we'll be right back after this. Yeah! Feels hard to do that. I want to do that shit too. It's daylight. Get the strap. Get the strap. Give it to that mother, boy. Crack that movie for life. Last night, I was posted on the block where the shooters be. All the gun shots, wasn't nothing they could do with me. Man, they ain't stand a chance when that pool me. Shot him for the eyes, had a nigga on a shooting spree. Shooting spree. Shooting spree. Got a nigga on a shooting spree. Shooting spree. Gang, we on a shooting spree. Shooting spree. Whole squad, we on a shooting spree. Shooting spree. Whole mob, we on a what it do, what it be, what the business is. On the street, trying to see who the witness is. All I ever wanted was a chopper and some get back. No, I like the present, leave a pussy nigga gift wrap. Jesse James, shooting spree. Down and put in pain, cause I'd rather you than me. New AR with the drum attack. Once I let this bitch go, ain't no coming back. What's a big lighter to a sun, boy, I been lit. Most these niggas hoes and I don't mean that on no pimp shit. Send them shots until all your can hit. Then I call them Glock like, when you gonna make that just sick? Last night, I was posted on the block where the shooters be. All the gun shots, wasn't nothing they could do with me. Man, they ain't stand a chance when that pool me. Shot him for the eyes, had a nigga on the shooting spree. Shooting spree. Shooting spree. Got a nigga on a shooting spree. Shooting spree. Gang, we on a shooting spree. Shooting spree. Whole squad, we on a shooting spree. Shooting spree. Whole mob, we on a. It don't matter if it's chrome or it's black, nigga, I'm strapped. Bought my first hammer off the fiend, I was in the trap. OG told me keep it on the hip, never in my back. Anytime a nigga hit it true, get the hitting back. Keep it still when I'm in the field, grinding for the bills. Body not to play with the bread, that get niggas killed. Anybody stepping on my toes, know I'm on their heels. Hat shopping, goofy going clearance, so you know the deal. You can play the gun jam, but this ain't no Kel-Tec. Lot of gunpowder in the air, you can smell that. Strap name Nina, know my ops is probably sick of her. Heard they clicking up, so I might just put a switch on her. Last night, I was posted on the block where the shooters be. All the gun shots, wasn't nothing they could do with me. Man, they ain't stand a chance when that pool me. Shot him for the eyes, had a nigga on the shooting spree. Shooting spree. Shooting spree. Got a nigga on a shooting spree. Shooting spree. Gang, we on a shooting spree. Shooting spree. Whole squad, we on a shooting spree. Shooting spree. Whole mob, we on a. Yes, sir. We back. Mafia Material Mobcast, episode 74. Back to the trap. It's your boy Daylight, man. Hit that like and subscribe button, smash that notification bell if you really mobbing with the content. We're going to jump right back into our next story, man. We got more people going to jail. This time, we got to talk about Teddy Boy Persico's triumphant return, but not so triumphant return to prison. Yeah, Christmas story for the mob. Even though, we kind of approaching Valentine's Day. But hey, I guess it'd rather be a Christmas party than a St. Valentine's Day massacre dealing with the MAFIA. Some people be like, yeah, he's in the MAFIA. No MAFIA. But yeah. So all right. Settle in, you mugs. Hey, you ever hear that old saying? You can take a guy out the mob, but you can't take the mob out of the guy. Well, today we have a prime example served up on a silver platter, fresh from the federal pen. We're talking about Theodore Teddy Boy Persico Jr., a man who apparently missed the memo on supervised release, meaning stay away from your criminal family. That's right. Teddy Boy, the former reputed boss of the Colombo crime family, is punching his ticket back to federal prison. And for what, you ask? Not for some elaborate heist, not for whacking a guy. Nope, forget about it. Nah. He going in for showing up to a damn Christmas party. See, Uncle Sam ain't too keen on guys fresh out the slammer, hugging and kissing known organized crime members, especially when those guys are supposed to be, disassociating from La Cosa Nostra. Teddy Boy, bless his heart, told the court in 2023 he was going to be a good boy. Said he was going to steer clear. What did he do instead? Prosecutors allege he taken on the mantle of leadership shortly after his release in July of 2025. I guess some guys just can't help themselves, can they? It's like telling a shark to go vegetarian. The incident in question, December 1st, 2025, Hante Beccio restaurant, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. I actually know where that's at. Colombo family Christmas party. Now, I'm all for a little holiday cheer. Who ain't? But when you're Teddy Boy Persico Jr., and you got strict orders not to associate with your crew, a family Christmas party might not be the best place to go, doing your little catching up. Especially when the FBI got more cameras than a Hollywood movie set at this point, my nigga. This is not your daddy's era. But wait, there's more. This wasn't just a one-time, mistletoe mishap. Prosecutors also cited a meeting outside of NYU Langone Hospital. You know, because nothing says disassociating from organized crime like a hospital visit with your mob pals. And another rendezvous with a Gambino family member outside of a body shop right here in Staten Island. Y'all say nothing goes on in Staten Island. That's why a lot goes on in Staten Island, because y'all think nothing goes on in Staten Island. So, come February 11, 2026, Teddy Boy found himself back in U.S. District Court in Brooklyn, facing Judge Hector Gonzalez. His lawyer tried to spin it, saying, you know, these were just informal meetings, a byproduct of Italian American culture. You know, typical Italian family gatherings. Judge Gonzalez, however, that nigga wasn't buying the cannoli. He pointed to Teddy Boy's unfortunate track record, which, let's be honest, it's a polite way of saying this guy's been around the block a few times. Federal guidelines suggest 5 to 11 months. You know what I'm saying? He got 51 months. Ouch. Well, that's a lot of Christmases he gonna be missing just because, bro, to miss 5 Christmases for a Christmas party? Well, damn. He low-key, he got the same goddamn, he almost got the same time Diddy got just for going to a goddamn Christmas party. Now, for those of you who might be new to the delightful world of New York 5 families, let's talk about where Teddy Boy gets his unique perspective on family value. The Persico name, particularly in the Colombo family, is like royalty money. Or maybe more accurately, like a persistent rash that the Fed just can't seem to clear up. No, hell of a family tree they got. Some hellified nicknames. Now, our boy Teddy Jr. is the nephew of the late, and some might say great Snake, longtime Colombo boss, Carmine the Snake Persico. The Snake. A man who particularly invented the phrase doing time. Ran the family from behind bars for decades. He was so slippery, they named him after a legless reptile. And according to Michael Franchise, he earned that goddamn name, the Snake. You know what I'm saying? But our story today just isn't about, you know, Teddy going to jail and the Snake legacy. It's about Teddy's father, Theodore Fat Teddy Persico Sr. Now, Fat Teddy was born in 1937. He was Carmine Persico's younger brother and a prominent capo in the Colombo family and shit. His crew, one of the most profitable. Yeah, they was into everything: labor racketeering, extortion, loan sharking, gambling. Yeah, the whole 9 yards. A real chip off the old block. or rather, a chip from the old block that created another chip. The Persico bloodline, folks. I mean, shit. His cousin is Alley Boy Persico, who I believe is still in prison. And you've heard Sammy Gavano talk about Alley Boy. You've heard Michael Francis talk about Alley Boy. You know, the Colombo Wars and all of that shit. In fact, around this time that Teddy was the boss, a dude, Benjamin the Claw Colazzo, who we spoke about when we were talking about Diddy, well, Diddy's pops, being tied to that whole pizza connection thing with Quack Quack, Angelo Quack Quack Ruggiero, Alphonse Siska, and Benjamin the Claw Colazzo. And Colazzo ended up being the underboss in the Colombo family. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, shit is super connected. You see how that shit works? You know, the Persico bloodline, you know, has controlled the Colombo family for shit over 50 years. It's less a crime family and more of a dynastic corporation with a particularly violent human resource department. Now, you know, Fat Teddy's shit faced his own share of federal charges and convictions, particularly in the late 90s. He knew the inside of a courtroom as well as he knew the inside of a social club. Fat Teddy passed away in 2017 at 79 years old, leaving behind a legacy and a son who clearly inherited the family business acumen. Yeah, so there you have it, man. You know, a little rundown on Theodore Teddy Boy Persico Jr., another chapter in the endless saga of wise guys who can't cut, you know, can't cut the apron strings, man. Or can't cut the apron strings. You know what I'm saying? Like, he swore, you know, he'd disassociate. He promised he'd be good. But then he went and got caught hugging and kissing his old pals at a Christmas party. And just like Santa Claus, the Fed knew when he was naughty and when he was nice. It just goes to show you, some habits are harder to kick than a bad gambling addiction. Especially when your last name is Persico and you got a legacy to uphold. Or in this case, a supervised release to violate. What do y'all think, man? Was he just attacking American culture or a clear message to the feds? Teddy Boy ain't going nowhere. Nah, he gonna sit. They gonna make him do that time. But let us know what y'all think in the comments, man. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Unless you want to end up sleeping with the fishes. Yeah, y'all know whatever. I'll be serious, but I don't be serious. But yeah, that's what's going on, man. Teddy Boy Persico, not so triumphant return to federal prison. Christmas story for the mob. Only right to cover this story on the Mafia Material Mobcast. Episode 74. Went back to the trap. And we're going to go to another commercial break. And we'll be right back after this.
When you go to playing with that money, shit get dangerous. Street put him on till he was fucking with some gangsters. With his brains on the pavement, still don't know what he was thinking. Playing with a boss and he ain't even had no ranking. Yeah, when he get it playing with that money, shit get dangerous. Street put him on till he was fucking with some gangsters. With his brains on the pavement, still don't know what he was thinking. Playing with a boss and he ain't even had no ranking. He a grunt, why he even try? He was out of league in the trunk. Turn him into music, let the speakers bleed. Ain't no front, not these other rappers, I'm a different breed. I'm the one that the street been missing, I got what they need. Why they playing on, we don't. City know what we on. Trapping through the virus, never got a PPP loan. Y'all a bunch of R. Kelly bitches, bunch of peons. Put vagina niggas on the shirt, that ain't no V-long. He was talking crazy to them killers acting cute. Playing with that chicken, then the rooster came to roost. I done seen and done it all before I spit it in the booth. If you a op, don't ever worry about a spittle, get a suit. When you go to playing with that money, shit get dangerous. Street put him on till he was fucking with some gangsters. With his brains on the pavement, still don't know what he was thinking. Playing with a boss and he ain't even had no ranking. Yeah, when he get it playing with that money, shit get dangerous. Street put him on till he was fucking with some gangsters. With his brains on the pavement, still don't know what he was thinking. Playing with a boss and he ain't even had no ranking. If your dog is all me, then you can slam dance on that shit. When it come down to that business, you can't stand next to my clique. Vince Carter, Coke and water, NBA jams in my tits. You ain't never been a hustler, you just panhandling drip. Boy, these fans really falling for the captions, leave me baffled. Giving stripes to all their favorite rappers, knowing that they ratted. Got a tail in the mic and Mary Jean, you finna tattle me. I'm solid, even when they snake me, I ain't never rattled. Yeah, I'm sticking to the code, I ain't never had no pick. Most these niggas really hoes, out here telling on they kids. I ain't worried about no get back, you ain't never standing no business. Catch me standing over your nigga from the back, look like I'm pissed. When you go to playing with that money, shit get dangerous. Street put him on till he was fucking with some gangsters. With his brains on the pavement, still don't know what he was thinking. Playing with a boss and he ain't even had no ranking. Yeah, when he get it playing with that money, shit get dangerous. Street put him on till he was fucking with some gangsters. With his brains on the pavement, still don't know what he was thinking. Playing with a boss and he ain't even had no ranking.
Yeah, we back. Mafia Material Mobcast, episode 74. Back to the trap. Back to the trap. And while we on the subject of trap, let's talk about arguably the king of trap music, T.I. versus 50 Cent. You know, G units stay in the news, man. One reason or another. You know. So yeah, man. Lately, T.I. been taking shots at 50 Cent, claiming that 50 doesn't want any smoke with him in a versus battle. And being that 50 Cent has been winning for so long, I guess people are finally wanting to see a dent in the man's armor. Or just because his range of influence in the media makes him the best target if you're trying to go viral and get some motion going. Now, as a fan of both 50 and T.I., more so 50, you know what I'm saying? I had to sit back and think, you know, about this shit. And while people are acting like this is some lopsided discussion, I realized that 50 Cent and T.I. have kind of had the same career. Their first album either didn't come out, got leaked, like 50 did, or didn't perform well commercially, but still had a cultural impact, like on the game, particularly in the streets. And after their first record deals fell through or didn't work out, they went on a crazy mixtape run. Now, 50's mixtape run was a lot more insane than T.I.'s, but you could say that the Gangsta Grill series kind of birthed from the whole We in the Streets mixtape series with T.I. and PSC. You know what I'm saying? And then that mixtape run for both of them landed them, major label deals. After that, they put out about 4 to 5 albums, had monster hits before slowing down on the music to focus on acting, television, and other like media ventures. They dropped books and all of that. Now, this shit go crazy because 50 posted, being typical 50, posted the shit, T.I.'s Crime Stoppers Atlanta, T.I.'s Crime Stoppers Atlanta commercial, and the footage of him on the stand testifying against Hosea Thomas, for the murder of Falant Johnson. That was a childhood friend and, it's like personal assistant type shit or something like that. Right? Now, after this, T.I. got tight and, like playing with your name and shit. Now, T.I. is saying that he got paperwork on 50 that exposes him as a rat. Now, when it comes to people saying they got paperwork on 50 Cent, you kind of got to go Sunshine Anderson on the nigga, heard it all before. Because we've heard all of that before. We've seen the fake police reports and restraining orders put out there by Ja Rule, just to turn around and have one of the main people investigating G-Unit, among other rappers in the city, Billy Courtney, Derek Parker, and Billy Courtney said that even when 50 had gotten shot up, he refused to identify who shot him. On multiple occasions, he refused. But Tip, he ended up teaching Atlanta niggas how to give a whole nother kind of tip. Not the tip you give at Magic City when you making it rain. The one that you give to Crime Stoppers Atlanta when you realize that you at the end of your rope, rent due, and you can use that reward money. He was so influential and effective that he inspired an entire new generation that transformed Atlanta from a place that was called Moblanta when Meech and them was out there to being called Ratlanta now. One could argue that seeing T.I. doing the Crime Stoppers Atlanta commercial inspired Gunner's rat ass by showing him that you could be a simp and talk all that pimping shit all day, and you could talk all that gangster shit and turn around and give a statement or testify in open court or give an Alfred plea and still be a household name in the rap game. For the last 26 years, they've been trying to push or put a snitch narrative or a snitch jacket on 50, using every tactic imaginable. Not one shredded pizza, not one shred of paper, not one drop of ink verified. But T.I., we got actual video footage of him taking the stand at a murder trial as a witness for the prosecution that resulted in a guilty verdict and a conviction. I think that nigga got like 60-something years. Now, when you think about artists doing verses, you know, many of them have done it because, you know, it caused the subsequent boost in streams. Maybe 50 Cent doesn't want to do a verses because he doesn't need a boost in streams. Even without having dropped an album or, you know, a cohesive project in God knows how long, he's still breaking streaming records out here. Meanwhile, T.I. is out here stealing fashion secrets from Detroit Diamond. Shout out Detroit Diamond. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, T.I., all this the paperwork shit. Listen to me, my nigga. We know you don't got no paperwork on 50 for no other reason than if 50 was a snitch, you can't tell me that Kenneth Supreme McGriff wouldn't have put that in the documentary when he was talking about all the rats, Bimmy and all that. And Prince Miller, since he been home, has either directly or indirectly insinuated that 50 kept it solid. He ain't do no telling. Even the narrative that niggas is pushing about the whole ghetto Quran thing and niggas looking at 50 as a rat for the ghetto Quran shit, we know now that that ain't true. But T.I., your whole legal history suspect, nigga. And to be honest with you, them bullets in Cincinnati is really like not only took your homeboy's life, but it messed up your whole career. I mean, your street credibility never really recovered. The king, partner. But T.I., you got some hits. Like, you and 50 both got some hits. It would actually be a good version. It would be one of them situations where I know damn near every song. But, Chip, you not, 50 ain't thinking about you right now, dog. You know what I'm saying? 50's involvement with the verses will probably be to the extent of it might get thrown at the G-Dome in Shreveport. But I don't think 50, I don't think 50 gonna go there. If 50 do a verses, he might do it like if they say it's him and Jay. But then I don't think either one of them want to do a versus. But let me know what y'all think, man. Who would y'all have in the verses? 50 Cent or T.I.? Both dope artists. Both got hits. And kind of the same layout in the career. But, yeah. That's what's going on, man. T.I. and the verses against 50 Cent. Let us know who y'all got. Know what I'm saying? The Mafia Material Mobcast, episode 74. That's going to be our show for the day. Make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Smash that notification bell. And as always, stay dangerous so you can be safe. Because if not,
You motherfuckers is dead, nigga.
It's your boy Daylight, man. Daylight TV. I'm out of here.